If you're wondering how well the DJI Neo 2 can handle obstacle avoidance, then this is the video for you. What's going on, guys? My name is Dan Davis and I'm the creative director here on DansTube.TV, which is Australia's #1 drone YouTube channel. And I've got the tracking gauntlet test today with the DJI Neo 2. I absolutely love this location. It's perfect for testing out the obstacle avoidance with a brand new drone. For full disclosure, the Neo 2 was sent out directly by DJI, so thank you so much for all of the support. And this video is sponsored by the D1 store. With the Neo 2, there is a display on the arm here that allows me to change between the settings and choose what I want it to do while it's following me. Right now we've got it in medium flat, so medium distance, and it's following flat. Now that I've got this set up, all I need to do is press the button and it will literally launch and start following me. It's that simple. There we go. So it is following me. I've got it on bypass, so it will realistically bypass all of these obstacles, all of these trees here as I walk around them, and it shouldn't have any sort of issues here. As you can see, I can just dart between these trees, and it lost me there for a second, but no issues. No issues at all as it's doing its thing. And then if I want it to land, for example, I can just put my hand out and it will turn the light blue and it will find my palm and instantly land. The other cool thing is with these buttons, you can also adjust what you want the drone to do. So I can press and hold one of them and I can adjust how I want it to follow. So low angle, flat, or high.
Flat. Far, close, medium, close. Far, medium. Rear right.
It's really cool. You can actually even adjust where you want the drone to start following you from. So I had it rear before, but I'm now going to have it follow from the front. So you can adjust all of those settings without even touching your phone or a controller.
Follow.
Now that I've got that set up, press the button, and it will just launch and now follow me from the front. So now we've got this camera up here, this one that will track the drone as I'm walking towards it. Again, this shouldn't have any sort of issues in this kind of environment. I am going to try to trick it up a little bit as we go through these trees. Let's see if I turn the other way, what it's going to do. If it's going to try to swing around and get me from the front again. Looks like it's just following from the rear. Okay, so it's just following from the rear now. But again, if I was to turn around, so we're changing directions now. Let's see how this goes. Love how simple it is to immediately put it into a following mode without a controller, without your phone. Oh, it jumped up a little bit there. The sensor should have no issues with this kind of environment. So if I was to go around this way, it should swing around. Should continue going around and keep me right at the front there. There we go, perfect. Love that, love that. Oh, it just went over this. Just went over it. I'm just gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Let's see how it goes as I'm jogging, and it's got a dart between all these trees here. Whoa, it's really keeping up with me. Sometimes it can lose direction, like as I'm turning around, it's now not following me from the front. But now as I walk towards it, it's back into that front following mode. But if I turn around, for example, like I'm turning this way, okay, now it's trying to dart around to try to get me right in the front. But sometimes it can lose you a little bit with that, which I've noticed. And again, at any point, if I want it to land, I just stand still, put out my hand, the light will go blue, it will find my palm, and then it will land. Just that simple. If you guys are interested in the DJI Neo 2 or any other drone, camera, or accessory from DJI, then make sure to check those links down below in my video description. I've actually helped Australians save over $70,000 on their drone, camera, and accessory purchases. So you can reach out to them directly, sales@d1store.com.au, mention DansTube, and they'll help you out with the best deal they possibly can. You can also use the code DansTube on their website to save on most drones, cameras, and accessories. And if you're in store at one of the DJI stores around Australia, just mention DansTube as you go in store and they'll help you out as well. And for all of my international viewers, don't you worry, I've got some deals down below as well in that video description, so check all of those out. I'm now gonna get it to follow on a low angle, and I'm also gonna adjust it so it's following from the front left.
Left, front left.
There we go, so it's front left, medium, and it's low this time. Straight into it, so the light goes like a white color by the looks of it, meaning that it's like in its mode, and now it's adjusted to where it needs to go. And again, all the sensors are gonna work the same. It will be in bypass mode, so it should just have no issues as I'm going through here. So I'm just gonna jog through here. Let's just see how it goes. There's a few trees. Oh, it hit the tree there. I didn't notice that tree. Okay, interesting. So it knocked the tree, but no issues, no damage because of the propeller guards. Oh, it flew over the top of this thing here, which is really cool. Flew over the top of this one. I don't know how it missed that tree, to be honest with you. But anyway, we're back. We're back at it. Let's jog through here, see if it can keep up. I love how nimble it is. Really responsive. And at any point, again, you just put your hand out. I can even adjust where I'm moving, and the blue light's flashing to let me know that it's ready to land. Oh, okay. There we go. So I just had to reset that. But again, it found my palm, and it's that simple to just land. We had a little bit of a collision there. I don't know how it missed directly behind. Maybe because the sensors, we've got one here and then one underneath. Maybe there's a tiny blind spot because of this transmitter here, but I don't know what happened there. It did knock into that one tree, but again, very sturdy unit, and it's fully protected, so no issues at all. And yeah, wasn't a major issue. I love how easy it is to adjust the settings without having to connect anything. That actually is so handy. This time we're gonna do a rear high angle and still medium this time just because of the location we're in. But it's so simple to just use that mode button to start flying, and then you just use this kind of left-right adjustment key to then put in the parameters that you're looking for on the screen here. So very simple stuff. You don't have to connect anything up. I've literally got just, this is my setup, right? Obviously I've got my cameras and microphones, but you could just take out this drone with you and just put it straight into a tracking mode, into a following mode with ease. All right, so this is now a rear high. So it might have to dart around, there we go, as I'm moving. Okay, so it's not too high, and at any point I just put my hand out if I want it to return. But let's just dart around some of these trees. Let's put it through a test here. Oh man, it's just keeping up. I can hear it right behind me. I can turn around these trees. Oh, it just darts around them. Try to trick it. No sort of major issues here. I think this is probably the better way to put it into a following mode, the rear option, just because it's got a sensor directly at the front there. So it's gonna pick up on anything that it's flying towards. Let's do another little jog directly down here. Try to go through these tight little gaps. Wow, really, really impressive. There it is, keeping up with ease. Oh, just love that. How easy is that? I've now got it tracking from the left-hand side, so the obstacle avoidance now has to sense off to its sides, which is going to be interesting to see. This time I've got it with far distance and the high height, so we'll see how this one goes.
Left, follow, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so off to the left, a little bit higher and a little bit further away, so this will be an interesting one. We're just going to start by walking through these guys here. Well, it's actually changed its path. I think it's now following from behind again. Interesting. It is very smart. It does adjust based on what's going on. So it focuses on a safe flight as opposed to just making sure it's always keeping the same parameters. So obviously I want it to be off to the left, but it's decided that it's a little bit safer to be behind in that kind of scenario. It's now swinging around, trying to keep me off to the left now. But it's, again, coming from behind, which is interesting. Let's just see how it goes as I pick up some pace through here. See if I can stop it from tracking me. Let's see if I can put it off. Might not have any issues. Okay, it lost me. I got it to lose me, but it took a lot of work. It's now facing the other direction, but it stopped flying, which is great. And it's gotten red. I saw that the light was red. It's now returning to a following mode, but I'm just putting my hand out just to get it to land. And there we go. So even when it lost me like that, it still was able to try to keep up, and then straight when it just couldn't keep up, it stopped and hovered. So knowing that it's just going to stop and hover is a great peace of mind, because in that kind of scenario, it could have kept trying to track something, thinking there was something there, thinking that I'm still continuing on that path. But no, it stopped, and there was a red light to let me know, okay, it's stopped following now. So great safety mechanism there. And then straight when I walked over, it picked up on me again, and it would have continued following, but I just put my hand out and it just landed. All right, so for the final test, I've got it tracking from the front. It's in the close setting, and it's going to be low to the ground. So let's see how this one goes. Boom, straight in, and it's going straight away. So it's just gonna slowly and gradually come down. This is a nice low angle right here. This is the issue I had last time with the front tracking. So we'll see how it goes again, see if it can pick up on all the trees that are here. It's gone red. Maybe it's lost me. No, it's still tracking. I don't know why there's a red light on it though. Okay, so it's still following, but it's changed altitude. It still seems to be in close, but it now seems to be a high setting. So I don't know why the red light's on. Maybe it's just letting me know that it stopped that initial tracking process and it's gone with something else here. Let's see if I start walking towards it. Okay, so you can almost get like a top down when you go underneath it.
Low battery. Aircraft landing automatically.
So the red light was a low battery. There we go. So I think we've really pushed it to its limits. It did knock into one tree, but besides that, this thing can handle really anything that you throw at it. Really impressive stuff here from the Neo 2. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate all the support. Let me know down in the comments below what you would like to see next from the Neo 2. If there's any other videos you'd like to see, let me know and I'll try my best to get them done. I'll be down in the comment section as well if you've got any questions for me. And I'll chat to you very soon, guys. Peace.